Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate.
It's hard to love yourself when you ain't got a job. I got headaches you can treat.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Sundays with the Cherry on Top. I'm your host Cherry, and we are at Babies in Brooklyn, y'all. And we're about to go in and meet up with my boy Malcolm London, who's all the way here from Chicago. He's a spoken word artist, he's an activist, which makes him an artivist. And it's cold out here, so we're about to go warm it up inside with his sound check, y'all. Follow me.
Been a lot of places except for home.
Hey everybody, I'm here with my boy Malcolm London.
Yeah.
We go way back, and we're at Babies All Right here in Brooklyn, where he's about to do a concert tonight in a few hours, and he's taking time out of his busy day to sit down with me and let me interview him. We met a long time ago, well, a couple of years ago, and we met doing Voices, History Voices,
yeah.
Howard Zinn, and you had just come back from Geneva.
Yeah.
And so tell everybody what that experience was like for you.
A friend of mine by the name of Dominique Franklin was killed by Chicago police in 2015.
He ultimately was tased twice. And on the second tasing, he fell forward and struck a light pole.
How long was he on the ground, as far as you know, before he received any type of aid?
Per the ambulance report, the time was estimated between 15 and 20 minutes before he was offered any medical assistance.
Oh, I'm a black boy, targets at my back, boy. 3 strikes coming, better go and get your back, boy. Face up. It was a realization that nobody, regardless of what they've done, deserves to be murdered by the state.
Now, did that start your activism, or were you an activist before that?
No, it's definitely in the streets.
And how did that start for you?
I think
in Chicago.
I think it began watching the teachers union strike. I think in 2013.
Okay.
I organized with a group called BYP 100, which is a national organization of 18 to 35-year-olds across the country.
So have you always been a poet along that? Because part of your activism is with your music and with your writing.
What if Jesus was a nigga from the Middle East with a bomb strapped to his chest to bring peace? And when it exploded, it rewarded everyone with the American dream.
And how did you merge the two? Poetry
allowed me to reimagine the world, and activism allowed me to give my dreams and my imagination feet.
So how did that lead to Cornel West?
Cornel was kind of a poet himself, you know what I mean? Like, he speaks in parables. I just had an opportunity to perform a poem, before him, and I get off stage and he's like, that's what I'm talking about, mass information. Poets are the people's legislation. And he's like, that brother reminds me of Gil Scott-Heron. He's the Gil Scott-Heron of this generation.
You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised.
Big shoes to fill, though.
It is big shoes to fill, but one thing you guys have in common is being arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that experience like? Because I remember waking up one day and seeing on Facebook that you had been arrested. And then I saw Twitter and Facebook blow up with, free Malcolm London and making posters and making sure that you were going to get out. And these are the telephone numbers. And I was a part of that. I was tweeting, retweeting, sending the number out. I called friends. I was like, listen, my boy, he's been arrested and let's just get him out. So what was that experience like for you?
It was scary as hell. It was scary. I was, framed for punching a police officer, which I wish I could tell you I did.
Mm-hmm.
And facing felony charges. The rest of my life would have been, not mine, and I would have been in prison. And I think being in jail just made me realize. It just reminded me how much more work we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I didn't know what was going to happen. When I got there, it was confusion in the courtroom. They dropped all the charges, I guess, and then I got outside, and it felt amazing.
Picture this: who kills Laquan McDonald Moore? An officer, a jail cell, or McDonald's stores? Donald Duck, Donald Trump. We leaving racism in the devil's trunk, deflated like Tom Brady Bunch.
I'm glad to see you now.
Yeah, me too.
And you on tour now. So what prompted this tour?
So I dropped a music project called Opia.
The ambiguous intensity of looking someone in the eye, which can feel both invasive and vulnerable.
In 2016,
and how do people
October.
find that?
Opia, MalcolmLondon.com. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal.
Oh, right. You
Definitely.
everywhere.
This tour is fueled by a poetry project that I dropped called the Redeye series.
West side in the rain, no poncho for pain. Hardball plate the way they baby saints. Dreaming in them alleyways, believing in the brighter day, just to see Kedzie without caution tape.
But the Redeye series is a poetry project. This is my first time in New York performing music.
All right, and you in Brooklyn. Okay, BK.
Yeah. So this is my first time performing music, and I'm excited. I think the show's gonna go well.
Okay. One thing I wanted to talk about before we leave is your TED Talk.
Yeah.
Now, why? How did that happen for you, and why is that still important?
Really, just a poem I had written about my high school experience and kind of critiquing the public education system. I was teaching after school program when I got the call. Some British lady was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of TED Talks?" I'm like, "Yeah," and she said, "We want to fly to New York and do the TED Talk." I'm like, "What?" And so I think when I asked how they found out about me, so I want to uplift a mentor of mine, Brother Mike Hawkins, who passed away a couple years ago. But I was in a youth program at the Harold Washington Library in Chicago, and we submitted poems to this project with the Kennedy Center, which John Legend was a part of.
Okay.
And so I was a part of the first televised TED Talk, and John Legend, I guess, saw my poem out of these submissions, and when they was like, "We need a young person to, articulate their story," he was like, "Oh, you should check this kid out."
Okay.
And that's how I got.
Did you meet him?
I did. Yeah,
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
John, in case you watch this,
Right,
reacquaint.
yeah.
Let's make this happen. Come see him perform.
Right,
All that
get on
jazz.
the show, talk
Yeah.
to-
Come
talk
on.
to
Come
the
on.
chair.
Come on out, John. Come on. Well, before we go, I have one thing I ask everybody. It's called the cherry pick.
Right.
Black something, black owned, black people, black magic, black man joy, anything. But do you have a cherry pick? What could your cherry pick be? It could be yourself, it could be your website, it could be your album, it could be you, it could be one of your mentors, whoever. But what would a cherry pick be for you?
Cherry pick right now is
It could be me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, I'm just teasing.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm just saying, I just like, I just want to get all the girls out there jealous. You know, but anyway.
Man, I've seen Black Panther like 7 times.
But that could be your cherry pick.
Yeah, so that's my cherry pick.
I mean, that means you have to see it 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, right, yeah. And I think the reason being, even as an organizer and an activist and a poet and a poet, people's legislation.
Yeah, all that stuff, yeah.
I think history is important, but it's a lot to learn to understand the way, all the isms manifest themselves. Complicated.
Yeah.
And for me, what Black Panther did, I mean, it's not a radical movie. It's just a superhero movie, and let's not give it too much credit.
I mean, I think it's radical.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. What's on that forever? The revolution will not be televised.
Here's what I think.
Off camera, we're gonna have the.
Here's what I think is radical though.
Okay.
It's not gonna close no prisons, right?
That's true.
It's not gonna open no schools.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Marvel ain't.
Yeah.
Going to stop global capitalism.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, he got
right.
me.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I hear you.
But to be able to see, I've taken like two theaters of kids to see this movie.
This is why he's my friend, y'all. I have some amazing friends. Anyway, go ahead. Okay.
And so, because I think what is important is more than just learning the history and the hard history and the traumatic history. Not only as Black people, but it's difficult to do that sometimes, and it takes study.
Yeah.
But to be able to watch a movie that does something for your imagination.
Yeah.
To be like, how radical is it to even imagine a place in the world that has not been colonized that is not worried about the white gaze. Like even in a fictional place, Wakanda, I think is beautiful, and the images of dark-skinned black folks as heroes. That's
why I cut my hair.
You know, right. We said that to me I think that's on a level of like seeing Denzel for the first time as Malcolm X. You know what I mean? Like it's like young people would be able to go, wow, you know, like even at 7, you don't know nothing about except that people look like you aren't treated well. And to see that movie, I think will do something for the psyches of young people. So that's my cherry pick, man.
That's a good cherry pick and a good reason. Okay, so then we have to end with the Wakanda salute.
Wakanda forever.
Well, listen, thank you for sitting down and doing this. You don't even know how important this is to me. You look really good.
Hey, you look good.
Hey, But anyway, just thank you. So is there anything you want to say going out? Like you want to drop some, why don't you spit? Drop some lyrics, drop something. Freestyle? Am I putting you on the spot?
A little bit.
Okay, well, I don't want to put you on the spot. You can do something from one of yours. We just did sound check, so okay, do something. All right. Okay.
A woman was killed up on a red line because she ain't want to talk to you niggas. So now I got to talk to you niggas. The darker the berry, the darker the sentence. Potential presidents, financial sense on apprentice. Love, Trump, hate, unless you born with no gender. The gay agenda is just trying to be alive. More men afraid they son will wear a dress than address how we die. My heart was big until they broke it. Misty Copeland, on my toes, going in circles, sipping bourbon, writing in cursive, trying to find my love. But at least I found my purpose.
Oh my gosh. Okay, give me a hug. That's amazing. So tell people how they can find you, and then we're out.
Malcolm London. That's Malcolm like Malcolm X, and London like the city.
Yes.
Website, malcolmlondon.com. Okay. Twitter, Malcolm London. IG, Malcolm London.
Black Power Ranger. Who gave you that name?
Twitter. Me.
Where'd you get that name from?
I mean, it's just what it is. Black Power Ranger was my favorite ranger.
All right.
And the Power Rangers, and so I was like,
okay, that's his Twitter. That's why I'm like, I forgot to ask him. I'm like, the Black Power Ranger. That's so dope.
Yeah.
So you can find him on Twitter, Black Power Ranger. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, I think we covered everything. But okay, that's it. We out. Bye. Stay tuned for the next episode. Ow.
That's what I'm saying. That's you know what I'm saying. Like, they stay doing that. I can see this bitch up, you hear me? Like, man, we just go take it to the west side. Yeah, caution. Right, shorty. Yeah, you already know what I'm on. Caution, take, Olio, Andre. Let's just throw a party. Here we go.
Everybody's dancing, eyeballs playing no random. Everybody's losing their mind. This is how we party when clubs they try to charge me. I'm not spending money tonight. But I got my friends and they got their friends. Don't need your permission to live. It's a house party tonight. It's a house party tonight. Yes, I got my friends and they got their friends. Don't need your permission to live. It's a house party tonight. It's a house party tonight.
House party with chicken wings and fries. House party where we bump Junior one. Real friends and no standing in line. Nothing to lose it except lose your mind. Dance to your feet, get callous. My chemical romance for chemical imbalance. House lit from the basement to the attic. Lights on and the ugly girl scatter. Matter of fact, no need for ID. But girl, best believe I check ID to kick it like Tai Chi. Jordan face crying if you lying or late arriving. What drugs you buying? Vice for your vices. This is Joe Biden. Class in the morning. This your all-nighter. Party with no violence. This is how we do it. This is how we party. It's Friday night on the west side.
Only a dub, but I'm trying to sneak back in the club. Trying to charge me a dub to get back in the club so that I can use that dub, probably buy yak for the squad. But I can't even really bring the yak in the club. And the music probably whack in the club. She waiting in the line, tell her come to my man, screaming y'all in this club. Then I seen across the room, I plan to be parting with her. Cup full of part Pepsi and part liquor. Fem dealer, damn near the bartender. Vibing out, it's just me and mine. Move your waist, yeah, move your waist for me, baby. Got the juice if you try to take some, baby. Next song, come on and shake some, baby. But watch out for the man, don't break nothing, baby. When you came with, don't worry, they all fine. And next song, come on, damn, they all fine.
I wanna dance tonight, not spending money tonight. I wanna dance tonight, I'm getting freaky tonight. First thing we need to do, buy new fits for me and you. House party, don't get no what we gon' do. Wear it out till 6 in the morning.
Everybody's dancing.